I've been through this anymore, 'cause everything is changing, and I know, yeah, I gotta let go. Hey, welcome to February. February. I feel like that's a word that you just kind of rush through and pray that people just understand what you're saying. February. You know what I'm saying? February. What are the origins of that word? French? Welcome to February 1st. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. It's the first of the month. I think that's Bone Thugs-n-Harmony. I think so. Welcome to February 1st. Welcome to the Luce Lemire channel, first off. Okay. Today we'll be pulling an animal spirit. We will be using Our Friends, the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette. Excuse me. We'll be pulling. Oh God. We'll be asking for a spirit animal that's going to carry us through the month. We're going to do it for a whole month here. The spirit animal that will carry us through the month. February has Valentine's Day. February is the last month in ordinary time before Easter season starts. February is the second month of the year. It gets colder. There's a lot of red. There's a lot of pregnancies. February yields to a lot of September babies. No. October babies. Oh, gross. I'm an October baby. Oh, gross. Damn it. Gross. Start it now. Get your children to be Libras. May we please have guidance for the month, please. Which animal spirit or spirit animal, please, can we look to for guidance over this month? Which spirit animal has a message for us for the month of February 2019, please? Let's get it. No, I'm gonna put you back, baby. Oh, okay, let's do it. Grandmother spirit, koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. That doesn't feel reassuring. Canary spirit at the bottom of the deck says, sing your own song. AKA spirit has a plan, baby. This month, leave it to spirit. Leave it to beaver. If you want to join the canary membership, it's a community part of the membership. It's free. Feel free to join. The link should be in the description box below. In the meantime, let us all hang out with Mama Koala Spirit here. Why does it look crooked on camera, but not in real life? Oh, that's awkward. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. This is 35. 35 is 8. 8 is that number. People love 8. Alright. Spirit has a plan. For what? For you, boo. Alright. In nature, the koala, who's from Australia, hey to all my Aussies and New Zealanders. In nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches of the eucalyptus tree leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or a competition. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need and that Spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly, with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. Bold claims out here. As you take time, As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you, and know that you are loved and cherished. You know what I think about this when I read it? The immediate thing that comes to mind is food. Duh, because they started talking about food in the beginning. But how many times do we, rather than going out? First off, it seems like this month may be a bit of a frugal month. This month may be, but not frugal in like tight budget. Frugal not frugal in a negative way, shall I say? Not in a negative connotation. It feels like this month is meant to be about using what you have, using what's at hand, using what's in your disposal, and not reaching for something that's too far out of your reach. So awkward. It's about going slow, pacing yourself so if you are going to be going after something that's a little bit out of your reach or something that seems a little bit wild, that you gear yourself up to get there, but you do it in a paced way. So how I see this with eating is where you have food in your fridge. Like, we have food in our fridge. If it's in the freezer, it needs to be defrosted. If it's, an egg, a green pepper, and some rice, like, you have a meal right there. If you were a college student once, I don't know about you, but I've perfected the art of taking whatever's in my fridge and making a meal out of it. And a damn good meal at that. I smell so good. Sorry, I'm distracted by my own smell. To me, how that strikes me is using what's at hand, and again, not so much reaching for the not necessarily unavailable and not necessarily unobtainable, but like using up what you have. So it's almost like if you have, for instance, how I'm seeing this now, I'm really seeing it in a food way, so please give me the grace to get this out. If it's like when we overeat, our body is like, okay, cool, we're going to store this fat for when we don't have food. We'll burn that instead. Going against this guidance is essentially accumulating more fat when we already have an immense amount reserves of fat. But because we either don't see it, because we either want more of something that we already have, we therefore continue to basically waste the resources that we currently have, right? So, I don't know how that will sit with you, but to me it makes sense. It's like, why would I want to accumulate more fat when I already have enough? This to me looks like you have a fridge with things in it. Why don't you cook at home instead of going out and buying the thing you're craving simply because you're craving it? There's something here about self-control. There's something here about self-pacing. There's something here about an intense self-awareness of what you have, what's within your reach, and not to say that you dumb yourself down or reach for only easy things. No. But it's about, to me, it's like empty. It's like using the resources around you. It's like, this is actually really, really Good, I need to like drive this home. It's about, you know, in certain companies or organizations, when they have a budget, they ask for like a grant, and typically towards the end of the year or the end of their cycle, if they still have money in their budget, they scramble to finish that money. And I feel like that's what we need to be tapping into this month, that energy of wanting to use up what we have, not in a way that you're like wasting, but in a way that you're actually using it. So this is not about buying new clothes. It's about looking in your closet to see what's available that can fulfill what you have. So it's like frugalness, but it's not frugalness. Like frugalness is like holding on tight. Frugalness is such like a negative connotation, but it's essentially frugalness without the negative connotation. Like it's a really, really good thing, because then it, to me, how I see this is you empty yourself up to receive the new. So, with the committee, they have to empty up that bank account. They have to empty up that grant in order to receive the same amount or even more, because the people who are going to give them more money, if they see that, oh, you already have money, well, we're going to give you less because clearly you don't need as much as you have asked for. And I'm not sure if the committee is the universe, or if the committee is your energy, or if the committee is what, but it's almost like you gotta empty like not the reserves in the way that's like deplete yourself. I really hope you're getting the essence of this message. It's like you gotta empty what you have. Use what you have right now. Like use your skills that you have. Use the means that you have right now. Not to say don't overextend. I keep saying that. Someone's gonna like get me wrong. It's not about not overextending. It's about like, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is, by the way. It's not about overextending. It's about using what you have. Like it's literally about using what you have. I don't know how to explain it. So for instance, starting this channel, I use what I have. I didn't go out of my way to get equipment because number one, I wasn't committed to it. And when I say that, I just mean we were casual. Me and this channel were pretty casual. We're still sort of pretty casual. I haven't yet gotten certain things that I might need in the future, if things I need, blah blah blah. But like, it's use what you have, man. Use what you have in order to get you to a certain point where you then get more. Don't overextend yourself. If you're starting a new project, if you're starting a new diet, if you're starting a new love thing, use what you got. Don't go out there. If you're starting a new job, Jesus, use what you have. Like, don't go out there and buy a whole new wardrobe. Yeah, maybe buy this and that outfit. Right? This is not an all or nothing, by the way. It's just like, be aware of what you got. Use what you got. You wear the clothes that you have that you can, make work. Obviously, if you need to buy certain clothes for your new job, buy them within reason. Don't go out there buying Gucci when you're not at Gucci level. You're not making Gucci money yet. And even if you are stepping into a world where you will be making Gucci money, wait until you actually have like Gucci money in your bank account. Then you can use that money for Gucci money. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with, what was the other examples that I gave? Buying a whole new wardrobe for dating. Like, who knows? You may not need, you just use what you use. Like, I'm not saying don't show up smart. I'm not saying don't show up good. I'm saying that there's something about what we have that we need to use, if anything, use up before entering into something else. Like, this is a moment of like using what we have. That's the thing that keeps like getting me with like the koala chewing its food. The koala's gonna finish eating these green foods here before she moves on to the next fucking branch, She's gonna finish chewing slowly, meticulously, each and every bite in her mouth before putting in a new bite. Maybe they don't do that. But you know what I mean? Like, she's gonna do the one thing at a time, doing one thing at a time before getting more things involved. I would say this month, pace yourself. Spirit has a plan here. I like that. I really, really like that. In nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches of the eucalyptus, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or a competition. There is something about this present moment. There's something about what we currently have that may be important to us this month. And I don't want to say living within your means, but like it sort of has that essence. Using what you got. Oof. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we all have what we need and that spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. I feel like there's something that this koala spirit is flagging to us this month. There may be something that we will be flagged to this month about something that we may not think we have. This is almost like that moment where I was watching this movie the other day, last night, and it's called Something New. Super cute. It's Valentine's Day, and she comes home, very busy career woman, beautiful, killing it. Presses the record, because back in the day, she still has an answering machine, shit. Presses the button, and it's an X, and her heart jumps, and he's like, hey, I've been thinking about you, happy Valentine's Day. And she's like, oh my God, he wants me back. And then he goes, I wanted to tell you I'm getting married, and I wanted to invite you to the wedding. It would mean a lot to me if you came. And then as she's listening to this message, obviously her heart sinks, but as she's listening to this message, she gets a phone call that interrupts this message, and it's from her dad. Her dad calling to wish her happy Valentine's Day. So what I see from that, and how it relates here, how it relates for me is, she wants that romantic love, right? Of course she does. She works so hard. She wants to come home to someone or spend time with her weekends. And that's not to say she shouldn't go after it, that she shouldn't be open to it, but there's also, that thing that she has with her that ties her over until that comes into her life. The love of her father. This could be, even if it wasn't the guy who she, this could have been any random person. Paul, this could have been an old job that maybe you wanted a long time ago, calling and saying, hey, we would love you back. Obviously, we can't offer you more salary or more pay or more benefits because we need you to reprove yourself to us. But, we would love to have you back, and then we can talk about benefits later. Meanwhile, you recently just got a new job that says, hey, we really value you. We want you on our team. What are your salary negotiations? We want to work. Like, it's like, I don't know, there's an essence here of also, like, it's all the same, like, acknowledging what you have and, like, being in it. It's different from the way we typically talk about presents. It's about using it up. Using her father's love and how he cares about her to inspire in her the type of love that she wants moving forward, Using the appreciation that this new job has for her to let her know that actually this old thing that I wanted wasn't entirely the shit. Also, yeah, you're being asked to trust that by moving slowly with faith and in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. And that's hard. That's really hard. Because again, with going back to the initial example of fat and gaining more fat, fat is nice, fat is comforting, fat is tasty, fat's nice. Okay? So when you're someone who loves this thing, like fat and sugar and carbs and delicious things like that, sometimes, have you noticed how even though you have food on your plate, oh my God, this is literally the easiest way I could have described it. Eat the food on your plate first before going for seconds. 20 minutes in and that finally comes through. Fuck my life. Eat the food on your plate first before going for seconds. That's literally what I've been trying to say this whole fucking time. It's so bad. before you go out and like get a whole other plate of like creams and foods and yummy delicious things, like eat the food on your plate first, because you might be surprised that what you have on your plate is actually enough to fill you. What you have around you is actually good enough. Now, sometimes we want more than good enough, and there's a message for that, and blah blah blah. Today, this month, this theme is more so like, do what you have, and you're gonna be fine. Yes, you want to go get more and put it on your plate as, you know, a hoarder, and hoard the fat and keep it with you just in case, because that's what our bodies do, right? They keep the fat just in case we come into a time where we need to have these fat reserves. But it's being able to surrender to the fact and say, you know what I have right now is enough, and this is okay right now. This is good. This is what I want. I want to finish what's on my plate first before going for seconds. I want to finish, you know, I want to use the clothes I have right now before going for seconds, before buying more, before reaching and doing things that may be detrimental to my overall long-term health and safety. Now, this isn't to say, you know, don't get the thing. It's just to say, be a little bit more mindful about not getting the thing. However way this falls for you in this month, it could be a different energy for you. It could be work out a different way, but it's essentially about finishing what's on your plate, noticing what's on your plate, using what's on your plate, not chasing, but essentially surrendering, saying, you know what, tomorrow will cover for itself, which is the hardest thing ever. It is so hard. It's so hard in this day and age to say tomorrow has its own troubles. Tomorrow has its own woes. Tomorrow we will still be provided for. That's hard. Shit. Is a time since time immemorial. It's difficult to trust that God's got your back for tomorrow. Birds do it, though. Other animals, they do it. They say, hey, we're gonna be all right. They only fit what they can carry. Human beings, though, we're a little bit more aware of the fact that scarcity exists. See, this month, the challenge is for us to trust that scarcity isn't real. It's tough. To trust that what we want and what's ours will come to us when it needs to come to us. And in the meantime, we need to use what's on our plate and what's at hand to move through this month and getting tuned with Koala Spirit. I'm good, bruh. It's going to be an interesting month. Thank you for watching the Loose Lemire channel. I appreciate you. And stuffies, kisses and hugs. Keep your light on. Good luck.